Hunter Hall Global Value is a listed investment company that has traded on the ASX since the 19th of March 2004. I'm Carolyn Herbert, and joining me at the CEO sessions in Sydney is the Hunter Hall International CEO, David Deverall. David, welcome back.
Hi Carolyn.
Now, can you start by giving us an introduction to Hunter Hall Global Value?
Hunter Hall Global Value, as you said, listed on the stock exchange in 2004. It's got a very good long-term track record of delivering returns of approximately 15% per annum. And what the company is trying to do is to buy a portfolio or hold a portfolio of international and Australian stocks with a bias towards those stocks that are called small to mid caps, so market capitalisations less than $10 billion, and also with an ethical screen. So we don't buy companies that we believe are harmful to the environment, to people and to animals.
And David, what's the split between international and local stocks, and how has this changed over the year?
Yeah, the split's roughly 70% international and 30% domestic, but a number of the domestic stocks that we hold are essentially international companies anyway. They just happen to be listed here in Australia. So the true split would probably be something like 85% global, 15% local. And
now to some of your larger positions. What is the fund holding, and what are your expectations for the next 6 to 12 months?
One of the favourite holdings for many years has been Certex Medical, which is still above 10% of the fund. It's an Australian company that has a process for curing liver cancer or treating liver cancer. And it's been enormously successful with its trials, and growth is just taking off. So that's been a wonderful stock for us today, and we expect it to be wonderful into the future. Another very successful stock, particularly over the last 12 months, has been St Barbara, which is a gold mining company with mines in Western Australia and Papua New Guinea. We bought that about 12 months ago when it was trading at about 15 cents per share. Over the course of the last 12 months, management has done a superb job executing on its strategy, and the share price has increased almost tenfold as we speak today.
David, Hunter Hall has a long history of being an ethical investor. What stocks do you avoid, and how has this changed over the years?
Well, as I said, the screen that we use is we don't like to buy stocks that are harmful to people, to animals and the environment. And the way in which that works in the portfolios that we construct is that we don't buy companies in the tobacco sector, the gambling sector, the armament sector, and more recently in the fossil fuels sector. Now that decision, which we took roughly 2 years ago, has been a really good one for our investors, because exposure to fossil fuels has been a very poor investment decision over the last 2 years.
And how has avoiding these sectors affected performance?
Well, it's been very good for our performance. So not holding many of the fossil fuel stocks, we believe, has probably added at least 5% to the performance of the fund.
And now to the FY 2015 results for Hunter Hall Global Value. What were some of the highlights there?
It was a very good year. Investors received a total shareholder return of roughly 27%. Our profits after tax were up 29%. And also there was very attractive dividends paid through the course of the year. An interim dividend of 4 cents, a final dividend of 4 cents, and a special dividend of 4 cents. That meant 12 cents worth of dividends throughout the year. Excluding the special dividend, that represents about a 7% dividend yield, so it's a very attractive stock.
And finally, David, what do you make of the current market volatility, and does this pose any concern for you?
Current market volatility is almost the standard course of action in investing in stock markets, and our fund managers who do struggle through sleepless nights on many occasions dealing with that volatility, however, are very focused on understanding companies from a bottom up, and focusing on companies that look cheap, that are in that small to mid cap space, and also pass our ethical screens. And we think if they can do that, they can ride through the volatility, whatever is the source of that volatility.
David Deverall, thanks for the update on Hunter Hall Global Value.
Thanks, Carolyn.